What's up, guys? It's Friday night, November 4th, the day before muzzleloader opens here in Virginia. And I was going to walk you guys through what I got to do this evening to get everything ready to go in the morning. Tomorrow's not the best day for muzzleloader season to open. It's supposed to be rainy tomorrow, but sometimes the weatherman's wrong. So I'm going to be going and getting in my stand regardless of the weather. I shot my muzzleloader last Sunday. I put a new scope on it. I'll show y'all that real quick. This is just Traditions Buckstalker. I got it for $100 at Walmart. It's a really cheap gun, but it works for what I need. It's really accurate and it does what I need it to do. I bought this Traditions scope setup and I mounted everything up and I bedded my scope mounts down. I've done everything I'm supposed to do. Loctited everything down. The muzzleloader's dead on. When I put this scope on there, the hammer location was messed up. So I was going to show y'all what I done here to make up for that. I don't know if you can see it good, but I took an arrow shaft and cut it down and took a bolt. This hammer had a thread hole in it. I found a bolt that fit it and I cut down an arrow shaft and fixed it to where I'd have a little side cocker for my hammer. It worked out nicely. But I'm just going to show y'all what I use here and how I load this gun up. Now, when I shot this thing last Sunday, I cleaned it really good and I oiled the crap out of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is look through the barrel and make sure there's not a lot of oil in there, because I don't want to get my powder damp with oil. I'm going to take this gun cleaning kit and I'm just going to run this through here and make sure all the oil's kind of dried up. Make sure there's not any excess oil inside my barrel that could cause my powder to get wet and not ignite. Everything looks good in there. It don't look like it's too wet. I'm gonna be getting up. It's about 9:45 in the evening. I'm gonna be getting up pretty early in the morning, going to the woods, getting in my stand. So I'm gonna go ahead and load it up now, get it ready. One thing you always want to do if you're gonna load a muzzleloader, make sure you don't have a cap on it. Obviously, I already did that. Made sure the bore was clean, no oil in the bore. A lot of people shoot like 100, 150 grains of powder. Last year I killed a doe at 63 yards. I was using 80 grains of powder. And with 80 grains of powder, this 295 grain power belt went all the way through that doe and out the other side. So I think 80 grains is plenty, in my opinion. What I do, I got my powder keg here, one little measuring device. I got it set to 80. Let's leave it set in the same place. I just fill it up with powder till the powder's over top. Then I sit the measuring device back over top of my powder keg so it catches what falls out. So now my 80 grains of powder is full in my measuring device. I take the funnel and transfer it over to my gun. Dump the powder in my gun. Make sure I get it all in there, every drop of it, so it's dead accurate. Shake the funnel a little bit. Always close up your powder keg. One little spark, this thing ignites and you're going to go to the hospital. It's not going to be good. Plus your house would probably burn down if you're loading it inside your house. After I get my powder in there, I might tap the gun a little bit with the bottom of the bullet so make sure all the powder falls down in there. These power belts are really nice. They go in really easy. Get it started in the barrel. See how easy that was? Man, that's nice. After I shot power belts one time, this guy told me about them and I bought them. Me and my dad had always shot sabos. After I shot those power belts one time, I never go back to a sabo. Those power belts are awesome. They go in really easy. Just push it all the way down. I've got my ramrod marked so I know that everything is down far enough. I just marked it to the 80 grain mark. Seat it down 3 or 4 times really good. Make sure everything's seated. So the gun's loaded. So in the morning when I get to my stand, after I get up in the stand, because I got to hook a cord to my strap and pick the gun up, and I don't want the cap to be on it while I'm doing that because it's dangerous. So I'll leave the primer off of the gun. This particular gun uses 209 shot shell primers. I'll just leave the primer off the gun until I get up there. It'll be before daylight, so it won't be legal shooting hours anyway. When I get up there and I sit down in my stand, then I'll put my shot shell primer on and get ready. But until then, I just leave it off. I've also got 4 quick loads made up. They got powder in one end, and then on the other end there's a primer and a bullet. Makes everything simple, ready to go. So like I said, guys, tomorrow the weather's not looking the greatest. It's supposed to be raining, but that's my luck. That's how it goes. It seems like that's always my luck. First day of muzzleloader opens, it's raining. But I'm still gonna go up there and sit in my stand, hit my call, see what I can get to come up. Maybe it won't be pouring the rain. Maybe it'll be just enough rain to get the deer to move a little bit. Just keep my fingers crossed, and hopefully, the good Lord willing, I'll kill a big buck tomorrow. If I see a doe, I might shoot a doe, but I'm really after a big buck. I messed up on that big buck during bow season, and I really want him to come back, but I don't know if he's going to or not. But just wanted to let y'all guys in on what I was getting ready here for tomorrow. Loading my gear up. I'll set this thing over here to the side. In the morning when I come here and get dressed, it'll be ready to go. I won't have to do any loading or get any scent from the muzzleloader on me in the morning. Because I don't know if you've ever messed with muzzleloaders, but they stink a little bit. But in the morning I'll be ready to go. All I gotta do is put my clothes on, put my safety strap on for my tree stand, and take off. Of course, I'm gonna be taking y'all with me, and hopefully after the hunting trip tomorrow, I'll have some really great footage on my GoPro and on my phone, so I can edit a video up and get a big buck for y'all. That's my plan. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright guys, I didn't do too good Saturday morning in my stand. I saw one doe, but I had messed up and lowered my muzzleloader down, and I got a little bit anxious and got a little ahead of myself and was impatient, and I lowered my muzzleloader down to the bottom of the tree. I was getting ready to leave, and I looked a couple times to make sure there wasn't any deer, and I dropped my rope because I was getting ready to get down out of the stand, and as soon as the rope hit the ground, I looked back up and there was a doe. So I didn't end up getting that doe. Opening day of muzzleloader in the morning out of my stand, she ended up going off, running off, because my muzzleloader was laying on the ground and I didn't have any way to get it. So, but this video is just basically my pre-trip for my first day in muzzleloader. Just telling y'all what I was doing on my pre-trip. Stay tuned. I ended up having a really, really good first day of muzzleloader season. That video should be up sometime tomorrow. I really appreciate y'all for watching, and have a nice day.